تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. It's one of the surahs that contain one of the lata'if, the 7 lata'if in the Quran. 7 verses in the Quran that contain the word Latif, Allah's name Al-Latif. So one of them is in this surah, ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. And actually this verse is recommended by a well-known Shaykh called Abdul Aziz al-Dabbar. He said that this verse contains the khair of dunya and khair of akhirah. ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. And it says that, does he not know he who created? Does he not know what is created? He is the all subtle and the all acquainted. Latif al-Khabir. That a lot of so the surah, they always has names of Allah in the surah. They will be explained by the surah in some way. And in that very surah, there is the mention about the birds, which comes frequently in the Quran. God draws our attention to the phenomenon of the birds suspended in the air without falling. So that's repeated many places in the Quran. They look at the birds, how they fly, they hold their wings and spread it in the air, and only Allah is holding them. So that is those ayahs that sort of relate to tawakkul. So the birds in this case, they are examples of beings of Allah who have tawakkul. Because of their tawakkul, because they depend, they trust, they put their trust in God, God suspend them in the air, they don't fall. And that's why tawakkul, if you have tawakkul, then God supports you. God puts, you don't fall. God upholds you. If you don't have tawakkul, then you fall. So in the hadith, Prophet ﷺ says that لو توكلتم على الله حق التوكل لرزقكم كما يرزق الطير تغدو خماسا وتروح بطانا. If you put your trust in God truly as you're supposed to, then God will provide for you as He does for the birds. So I use the birds in the context of tawakkul. Don't you see the birds? They leave their nest hungry or with an empty belly, and they come back full because of their tawakkul. So they don't save up any food for tomorrow. That's why they counted as part of tawakkul. Adamul iddikhar, not to store up for later. But to have tawakkul that next day God will fully provide for you. So we have both scenarios in the life of the Prophet ﷺ. There are times that there's nothing for the next day. And there are times that he'll have food for 6 months, something like that. So you have both aspects, but they all have a meaning. So tawakkul, this is tawakkul of the birds. Tawakkul that they don't store up for tomorrow, because they trust God that God definitely will give them their rizq. And He does. Next day when they fly out with an empty stomach, God guides them to where they will find their rizq. So that is to say that tawakkul does not mean that you don't do anything. That's a misconception. And when we say that you put your trust in God, rely on God, it doesn't mean that do nothing. No. you make the effort that you're supposed to make. That's why they fly out. They don't stay in their nest hoping that the food will come. It won't come. It won't come. So that's not tawakkul. That's what they call tawakkul with the alif. Tawakkul with tawakkul in Arabic makes a difference between the yes. So that's tawakkul, saying that you put your trust in God and do make no effort. That's not tawakkul. There's no reward for that. That's a sin. So the birds do go out. They leave their nest very early in the morning, as you know. They are early risers. They got the early bird. They are very bad. They are very early. And they go out early, and that's what you're supposed to do. The mutawakkilin. You leave your home very early in the morning. بورك الأمة في بكورها. Prophet said that God has given my ummah blessing in their early going. بورك الأمة في بكورها. I mean, to leave your home early, there's barakah in it. There's barakah in it. Every day, leave your home early in the morning. Just go out. Even if you're retired, you don't know going to go to the workplace. Just leave home, go out. Yeah, just go. Yeah, take a look, drive around or walk around in the city, and then come back home. Don't stay home until the sun rises over your home, sun sets over your home. This is bad. It's not good. So with the day you go out, that's what we spoke about many times. With the day you go out, with the night you come in. This is the proper cycle of life. With the day you go out, with the night you come in. The day you go out, with the night you come in. So this is how. So الذي أنشأكم من نفس واحدة فمستقر ومستودع. Allah created you from a single soul, from a single life. فمستقر, the soul has a place of resting by night. ومستودع, and a place of journeying by day. So your soul has to journey by day and rest by night. Or find its place of rest, station by night. مستودع and مستقر. And then some of us here have given a quite completely different interpretation of these two terms. And that doesn't do justice to the eyes. So the birds follow this cycle. I was saying that be in sync with the cycle of time. And if you are taken care of by God. Only if you are out of sync with God's system, and you fall out, then you have the struggle. Otherwise, there's no struggle. If you are with the cycle, no struggle, because the cycle takes you. Just as if you remember, if you make tawaf around Kaaba, at some point you're not doing anything. The floor just carries you. It's the human floor. It just keeps taking you around. Yeah. So it becomes effortless. The same thing with the bigger universe. It's flowing in a certain direction. If you follow the flow, then your life is very smooth and gentle. If you're going against the flow, then that's when you struggle. Yeah. That's why God, when He described the Ibadur Rahman, the servant, the category of people that are called the servant of Ar-Rahman, one of their outstanding characteristics is that they go out. وعباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض حونا وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما. And the servants of Ar-Rahman who walks on the earth gently. They go out, that's by day. Hauna, they walk smoothly and gently. Hauna, because they are with the flow. So their walk is gentle and smooth. وَإِذَا خَاطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ, and when they are spoken by the ignorant who wants to engage them, distract them, fight them, they say peace. They don't get stuck on their way. They just keep going. قالوا سلاما. So that's the daytime. وَالَّذِينَ يَبِيتُونَ لِرَبِّهِمْ سُجَّدًا وَقِيَامًا. And those who spend the night for their Lord in prostration and standing. So this is their day, is their night. They يمشون, they travel, they walk around. They walk among men. They don't stay isolated. So they go into the world. This is what it's supposed to be like. They go out, spread the light, spread knowledge, spread wisdom, walk around. And then by night, they spend the night in their Lord's presence. In God's place, they are mustaqar, a place of station around the throne of God. So that all the way to the end of the ayat in Surah Al-Furqan. So the birds, because of their instinct, their provision comes to them. Because your provision is like God has laid out your path. Every day, this is where you're going to, this distance you're going to cover in your journey. So that each distance, the rizq for that distance is already measured. It's already there. So it will be given to you as your provision of the day to take you to the next station. And that's how your life is until you come to the end. At the end, your soul leaves your body because they don't have to. There's no reason for them to be together anymore. The job is done. Your journey is completed. So God has already measured your journey, your provision and your journey are already measured together.